as we start our today podcast, and we want to know how childhood life or trauma can affect us as adults. Everyone has one at least. Hata mimi niko na yangu. So, mgeni wetu, introduce so that we continue.
My name is Grace Mutua, and I'm here to give my story.
You're here to give a story about yourself.
Yeah.
Let's start. When did you realize some of the things I'm doing, I think they are related to how I used to behave as a kid?
Let me start by saying, whatever difficulties you go through as a kid, at one point reflect when you're an adult. Because me being the way I was as a kid, that person who is very cold, that kid who is always alone, it's still me as an adult. I still don't fall into friendships. I still don't do relationships. I still can't even keep a marriage because I feel very unsafe with people. I don't trust people. I have trust issues. Number one, I don't even trust myself because I was not given that trust as a kid. I was not given that platform as a kid to be able to trust people. So it is difficult as an adult when you're trying to put pieces together and that pattern is not coming out according to your expectations.
Now, let me ask you this. When you say you don't even trust yourself, what you say, that's a very difficult statement and a hard one. How do you say that you don't trust yourself in a way?
I don't trust myself, and that's why I can't keep a relationship. Those people mostly who cannot go through a relationship, they don't trust themselves.
I love that.
That's why they don't even trust the partner.
Yeah, because for you to trust others,
you need to trust yourself.
On your life, you must first believe in yourself and trust yourself.
Yes.
Hey, that's deep.
Yes.
That's deep, by the way.
That's how it is. Yeah.
You must first believe in yourself.
Believe in others. You need to identify yourself. You need to know why you, why this, why that. If you can answer those questions, you as an adult, you're going to just pull through. But as a kid, you cannot even connect those dots of how, why, So if you already have no answers of who you are, even as an adult, you're not going to have answers. And that's why people will never understand you as a person. People will always feel like you're not there. So you'll feel like you're going through rejection. So you'll start even looking for solutions in places that you cannot get. Like when people hear the word rejection, mostly they'll go to church. They need to be redeemed from this spirit of rejection. They will be told you have a spirit of rejection.
Yes.
So these things, it is not spiritual. This is how you are brought up and catching up as an adult. The pace is still you. If as a child you are not prayed for because of rejection, even you go right now as an adult to be prayed for, and you have a rejection, the spirit of rejection is on you, it is not going to work. It is not going to work. Because it is not spiritual. Being lacking, trust in yourself, that is not spiritual.
True.
That is being human.
Yes.
You just need to get a point where now you can trust yourself, you can talk about it, you can share about it. And when you're talking about these things, there's a healing, something you just get healed.
Yes.
So at some point, you'll feel now you're healed and you can start mending the points that you missed as you grew up. Because when you accept the way you are, chances are very high of getting healed. Unlike when you don't trust yourself, you don't know even yourself, you have not accepted who you are, you're going to have troubles dealing with other people. Because people as I said earlier, people are opinionated. They want to give opinions about your life.
Yes.
So they want to judge. Huyu hata hawezi ongea na watu, huyu hata hawezi communicate na watu. You know, it is always about you as a person. What characteristics do you lack? What things do you need? What points do you need to connect? When you connect them, you're going to get a pattern, and that pattern, that is who you are.
True.
Yes.
Before tuendelee sana, because someone said that if you want to hide information from Africans, write it in a book. I'm sure there are people who may not want to watch at the end of the video to get what I want to ask here. Before that tuendelee sana, if today someone has a kid and already he is pushing the kid to the level you are pushed, or there's someone outside there who says, I would not want to put my kid to what Grace went through. I would like you to go back to that kid and tell to that parent what they should do to the kid, or to what you thought it could have been done, so that thing can be broken and no one else will get the same.
Because showing love.
Yeah?
Showing love. Parents, mostly, we don't know how to show love to our kids.
Let's say back then.
Yeah.
How did you wanted, or did you feel like, you see, kuna discipline, showing love? How do you feel that back then? I wish I was showed love this way. That's what I want to hear.
I wish I would be listened to. I wish I would be understood. Because mothers understand their kids better. These kids, you're staying with them. You're living with them. You're the ones with them. So I really wanted my mom to understand me. To understand where I'm coming from. To understand who I am. And after these wounds of a boarding school, how to, to move on with me, with those wounds. I wish she understood that and embraced me. I would not be the way I am today. Because I would have felt someone is catching up with what I've gone through. But as parents, that time, showing love was beating the kids.
Yes.
That and was how they showed love. They never listened. They never had the time to listen to a child. Because as a child, at the age of 10, you need to make your own views.
Yes.
Yeah? But those times you are brought anything. If my mom went to the market, any cloth ameona inanifaa, that is what she'll buy. And you should appreciate it. Haitakuwa ni kama anasik, what do you want?
Yes.
No. It was, this is what I've brought you and you should have it. They never created that room of communication. That communication with a child, like, what do you like? How do you feel when I do this? I like, there's a movie I saw, I like the way Wazungus ask their kids. How do you want me to be a better mom to you? I don't think Africans can come to that.
Can I correct you that? Sorry for cutting short. Movies are acted.
Yes, and they act realities.
Actually, I will be very sincere with you. We have more broken children in European countries, in America and England and others, than in Africa. And now we are going, you see now the current young people, the way we are behaving, we are half of what Americans are. In America, you see, like, what happened is, in movies, they are trying to model a certain behavior, which is good. But kwa ground, America hakuna. Maybe what I feel is, what you are saying, is that as much as you want to discipline the kid, listen first. Then discipline if you want to discipline. Because at least anasikia, enyewe, nimesikizwa, ni vile, nilifanya makosa ndio nilipigwa.
But do you think you can ask your child, how do I be a better mom to you? Do you think you can ask your child that?
Currently, I would. But now what I know is, the shida inakuwaga ya mtoto ni, saizi whatever unasema is because you are mature. Sometimes the kid don't know what to say.
They know. Believe you me, they know.
They know.
They know.
Now,
Ask your child, like 7, 8, 9 years, how can I be a better mom to you? They'll give you 1,000 reasons, 1,000 answers. You'll be shocked.
Hata kama kuna zile watasema ni sasa bwana wadisa unamwexplainia for this one I can't be nicha atakwambia sio inipika be for you to become a better person. If I love you, I must discipline you when you do the mistake, because when you do a mistake, there's a repercussion for your mistakes.
You know what my son told me?
Around 8 years hapo wanaweza jua.
You know my son told me alikuwa 7 years. I asked him, how can I be a better mom to you? And he told me, beat me when necessary.
Hey, that was powerful. Beat me when necessary.
Yeah. Beat me when necessary. Usinichapie tu vitu peti nikifanya. Nichapie when very necessary.
Very necessary.
So this kid is not refusing to be beaten.
Hapana.
But beat me when necessary. Ask me questions. Aliniambia hivyo. Niulize maswali. Don't conclude.
Ask to confirm.
Niulize, I'll answer. Like, if sijafanya home fun, there's a reason kwa nini sikufanya. Ask me a question. Don't beat me because I did not do my home fun. Ask me, why kwa nini hukufanya? I'll give you an answer. And if you feel that answer is not valid, you jab.
Baada juu atafeel maybe alikuwa mgonjwa. Umekuja umepiga mtoto. Atafeel you didn't listen to me by the way. Hukujua bwana sikufanya home fun. It's because I was sick, but you didn't want to listen. But then hapo anaweza agree, atafeel you're not showing love.
That is showing love.
Yeah, because once you listen, hata umepiga, atafeel at least you wanted to understand my angle. If so my angle doesn't make sense.
Yes. So these kids, regardless of 7, 8, 9, 10 years, atakwambia.
But no.
They'll give you answers.
But now let us be sincere. Right now we have a case of so many single women. And I'll tell you this, I'm speaking because it's at our home. I have a cousin, I have a sister who is a single mom. But the question is, once they are alone, sometimes the finance is a problem. Sometimes the single mom is going through pain. He has not healed from that experience of being left alone with the kid. Do you think you have time to ask, how can I be a good mom when whenever he sees the kids, he remembers a man who alimwacha?
But you should not put your frustrations on the kids. They are very innocent.
Have you ever interacted with many single moms?
Yes. Myself, I'm a single mom.
No, not you. You are different, at least already. You felt there's a need to do better. But have you noticed that most things, because I was left out by a man, giving the best to this kid is taking her to the most expensive school, buying gifts, and you feel like kuna vile like most of them sometimes they even forget the need of a kid, where they ignore the kid want to see the father because the kid doesn't care whether mlikosana. He cares about affection from the father. Some fathers want to see the kid, but they are denying. Others do not care. And you as mom, whether you're going through the pain, is you to understand, I'm going through the pain, but my kid need a father figure, even if it's a blow, to guide him. And I've noted like most of them get to a level where they're in pain, maybe they work and get some few monies, and they start assuming I don't need a man. My kid, I'm the father, I'm the mother. How would you say about that? And have you ever experienced people you feel like it's like they forgot that kids have needs? Because I've seen where I was hurt. Because me as a man, I don't be in a toxic relationship. Yeah, I agree with that. But at least if the kid wants to see the father, if the father wants to see the kid, but make sure also that the father doesn't use the kid to get back to you. Because I say sometimes even I think I did a video and I posted on TikTok. And I say that sometimes your baby daddy might use a kid to test whether you're still foolish. He need to see the kid, but make sure that he doesn't come use the kid to give you the second born.
Let me say this. As a man, if you want to be given the opportunity to see your child, you need to step up.
Mm-hmm.
I
How do
cannot
step up?
I cannot provide A to Z for this kid. Then you still want to see the kid.
But now you see, like,
You need to contribute the upbringing of that child.
let's assume this. You see, the kid, we say the kid don't care whether kuna rent or kuna food when they want to see the father. And I agree whatever unasema. But when you go to that level, we forget, you see, providing to the kid is between man and a woman. But the kid doesn't care about food. He cares about love. He doesn't care whether you give food from where. To them, they want to eat. So when you say he is not providing and you want to see the kid, when you're saying that, it's you serving your need, that he is feeding you to support you. That's why you want to see the kid. But remember, the need of a kid is want to see the father.
Would you give a drunkard your child? Because many that have kids and do not provide, most of them are drunkards.
Sikatai.
Would you take your child to meet a drunkard?
If he insists, yes. You see now how different.
If he's
You want to see the kid, yes, and the father want to see the kid. I have no problem. You know why? Let me tell you what happens. What happens, by the way. Now, this is what I believe. You know, if today I was to marry a single mom, I have noted one thing. Sometimes the men, even who you picked to be the father, were not ready to be fathers. Rona, I would agree on that. Were not ready to be fathers. So, they're not even mature. And that's why I feel like men are the one to handle mambo ya mtoto kama umeoa bibi akona mtoto. It's me as a man, if I'm married a single mom, the mother man should call me aone mtoto. Mimi nastahili kumpa mtoto wake, unaona? So nimwambie, no mtoto, you need to tell me I'm the father also. Akinitukana, unafika hapo kwanza, unamchapa na mimi namchapa, then mnaenda naye. So that, you see, like, because I believe, like, you see, like, what happened is, some men are not honest. Unaona? I don't want you to move on. And it will work, it could not work. We must agree. You see, like, when you have a society of strong men, we appreciate that. Sometimes it's not us using I can give you money, but I don't need to move on. So what happens? Ukiletea mtoto, I will try to trick you to try nawe tena. Wewe unataka kumove on. Me, I have seen that behavior. Where, like,
it means the third chapter was not closed.
You see now what happened is an ex. When the person you picked was not enough father, who was insecure man, who was never hakushua kama alikuwa na uende. Unaona? Because then some people want to give you a kid, you are always hovering around them. They don't want to keep you, but they want to see you around. They can misuse you and they want you. See, that's why I say that this. Wewe ukua mama mtoto, you can deny the man because hakutoa pesa. But me as a father who is raising this kid, I have no beef with that. So the kid will never experience that beef. So nitakupe, it will be more of a man talk and a man talk, which is the best way to handle things. Why? Because wewe tulikuwa nawe tukakosana. Unaweza fika hapa kunipea mtoto, ukumbuka siku nilikutukana nikakuita malaya. Ulitukana mbele ya mtoto, si kweli? And you noted, by the way, in many cases kuna hiyo co-parenting, you find kuna hoga na majibizano fani, si kweli? Why? Because you are dealing with both dead people. That's why I say, if you marry a single man, you as a man is the person to ask the kid, I'm a stepfather. Your mom could never work with the original father. You want to see the dad. Unampigia. Unambia, like, wewe unanipea namba yake. If you want to see the kid, you call my husband. Don't ever call me. My husband is the one to handle that. Because hata to be sincere, tukutane hapa. Hiyo watu may happen na kwa hizo kurudia tena sana haraka sana. Si kweli? And maybe anytime you see me, you nilikuhurt, that would get nkana inawekwa chumvi tena. But you have to do it because of the kid. Don't you see that it's better way when the other person who was not involved, handling that it will be better.
I think my take on co-parenting is when both are single parties. When you get married as a woman, you should cut every tie your ex. But now regardless is about kids, regardless of whatever, as much as you went separate ways, respect that separation.
Yes.
So there should not be any ties. Not unless both of you never moved on. if you haven't moved on,
Can I be
you
sincere
can
with you?
keep on seeing each other because of the kids.
Can I be sincere with you? What I've seen. Deep down, 80% of single mom will tell you, I moved on. Unaona? But if you go to the SMSs, you find the man akimwita babe.
That was not people who made decisions. Those people are just jokers.
You see, no, what happened
and
is,
they are dragging other people.
You see, what happened is, what I have noted is, and mara mingi, I would say this, deep down, the single mom doesn't want the baby daddy to move on. Ndio kitu tumekuja kusoma. Wengi. Unaona? True, and the vice versa is true. So what happened is, if you want to move on, don't use the kid to see your ex, because your ex will always be an ex. Hata mko na mtoto hamna ex. So what happened is,